let's talk about this. CDs and where are they going? We've been talking about the decline of the CD and, everybody's streaming now and nobody's even downloading MP3s anymore. Really, we've been talking about the MP3 thing and the fact that everybody's gone from buying an MP3 to just streaming it instead. And that is affecting sales in a big way. So what's going to happen to the CD? I mean, we're literally at a point where the decline has become so rapid. It feels like any day now it's going to go. And I think we just saw one of the first big dominoes fall with this bit of news today. And that is that Best Buy will no longer sell CDs in its retail stores come June 1st. So if you're looking to purchase a CD from Best Buy, you have from now, February 5th till June 1st, to go and figure that out. Physical music has only generated about $40 million in annual revenue for the company, and executives would rather dedicate the floor space to more lucrative items. We literally find ourselves in a place where, all right, who's gonna? If you're making $40 million annual revenue, that's pretty good, right? But look at this from Best Buy's standpoint. They got to pay a lease on their stores, the advertising costs, the shipping costs just to get the physical CDs in there. I mean, if the margin on a CD is like $4 and the margin on a vacuum cleaner is like $40, I mean, this is a no-brainer. 40 million, I get, is a lot, but from a business perspective, you can get a lot more out of some other items. So, and by the way, physical space in a store, it totally dictates that. So I understand Best Buy's decision. For those who are worried about vinyl, Best Buy will continue to sell vinyl for at least the next 2 years, but titles will now be merchandised with turntables. I have no idea what that means. Are they selling them with turntables only? Because the margin on a turntable is pretty good. You can go to Best Buy and actually get a selection of a couple of turntables. They'll have like 4 or 5 to choose from. They're not outstanding, but nothing there really is. No like high-end consumer products are real. They don't carry a lot. It's a lot of middle of the road stuff. Where does that leave CDs overall? Target is also weighing in on this story. But again, just to put things in perspective for you, in 2017, 89 million CDs were purchased. In 2001, 800 million CDs were purchased. That's the drop off. There's your perspective. That's where we are. So you're selling 89 million. You were selling 800 million just 16 years ago. So that's why these things are disappearing from stores. So what's Target doing? Target is trying to get record companies into consignment agreements, meaning that the record label would have to buy back unsold inventory. That would be their rule. That would be their thing. Target only stocks 100 titles at any given time. It's still responsible for a sizable chunk of sales. However, for instance, when Taylor Swift's album Reputation came out, 500,000 copies were sold through Target. So as far as that goes, it's still, pretty viable. But Taylor don't come out with an album every single month, so that's why it makes it a little bit tough for Target. Again, like big, huge pop stars like Taylor Swifter, who will probably be a halftime performer, you would think, relatively soon. She can still move 500,000 physical copies from a location. I don't know how much she sold on that record. I would imagine a lot of it was bought on the internet through Best Buy or Target or Amazon and shipped to folks. Probably a lot of it was done through her own fan club. But Target did okay on that one. But every other one, they want the labels to buy back from them. I don't know if that's fair or not. That's up for the labels to determine. But they only stock 100 titles, so it's not an insane amount. It's not a crazy amount to have to buy back. Reportedly, according to Billboard, every major label has already turned down Target's demands. No, I'm sorry. One major label has turned down Target's demands. The other two are undecided. So your opportunity to buy a physical CD in the stores is dwindling. Once Best Buy goes, you got to figure that Target's not that far behind. If the other labels don't go along with this, how long until, physical CDs are completely out of stores? Isn't this a little bit of a weird scenario? Again, as a vinyl head, I'm kind of excited about it as an audiophile, But we're at a point now where you won't be able to buy a CD at a store, but you'll be able to buy vinyl at a store in 2018. That's kind of crazy. Again, it's all about margins. It's all about margins. And as the Amazons of the world continue to dominate, and even their own companies, Best Buy Online or Target Online, as these guys continue to sell more online, that commercial crash that I keep telling you is coming makes it harder for these stores to carry these low margin items with them. You know, think about how much Best Buy makes off a CD that they sell directly online versus one that they sell in the store, where they have to pay, again, for the lease of the store, for the employees, their compensation package, for the electricity in the store. You know, all that stuff's got to be made up. And online, it doesn't. I know it's kind of a scary world, but this is what business people think of. It's all about that margin. What do you think about not being able to grab a CD from Best Buy anymore? Let me know.